What up, y'all? We are back again. It is the Ridin Durty Radio Show. It's your boy VicXL.
Hey, I'm Boss Lady Bird.
I don't even know if that's a bird. Not. I don't even know if that's a bird, but that's my bird sign. What up, bird? How you doing?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Man, I am good. Man, the holiday season. We're almost halfway through the holiday season. It's been pretty kind. How is the holiday season for you?
And then another year begins. It's gone by pretty quick.
Yeah, for me, especially, doing what I do from Halloween to New Year's Day is like a blur of light because in my business in the business world for me, it's like my business time of year is Halloween, but it just rushes through, and next thing you know, it's New Year's. And the weird thing about me and my emotions, I'm in probably the most weird space between Halloween and January the 1st. I'm not gonna say I'm an emotional roller coaster. I don't know why the end of the year I'm generally doing like some type of mental check down on did I do the things I should have done or expected myself to do throughout the year. And every year it never fails. I'm in a weird place, and even at my age now, I haven't been able to shake it. So I always tell my family, bear with me between November and January the 1st because I'm probably a little bi.
Oh boy.
So how are you around the holidays? Are you a big shopper? Are you a big cooker? Or you just lounge around? How are you around the holidays?
Definitely into the cooking and the baking and the making all the shit. Yeah, I'm with the shits when it comes to that. I don't really. You can online shop nowadays. Fuck a bunch of public.
Actually, you're right. Because around here, we up until this point, it's been 100% online shopping. I think I just bought my first gift at a store, and it's only because it was in the travel route of working home.
Right.
Other than that, everything that's been bought has been, UPS and Amazon has been here almost every day.
Yep.
So you say you're into baking. What is Bird's go-to baking dish?
Homemade cheesecakes.
Ooh, what? You
Yeah.
make homemade cheesecake? Do you do a topping or is it just regular cheesecake?
I do flavored ones if it's requested. Like sometimes I like to do the pumpkin one. I did butter pecan ones, of course, blueberries and cherries and strawberries and all that shit. I think I've made a carrot cake. And I don't buy the pre-packaged crust like I literally break down my own graham crackers like it's completely but for like the butter pecan cheesecake, I don't use graham crackers. I use those Sandy's cookies,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Dang, Bird. Dang. I'm really flabbergasted. I'm in a lot because I had never even heard of butter pecan cheesecake, and I love butter pecan.
oh yeah, it's a thing. It's totally a thing.
So are you into baking cakes too?
I can bake cake. That's more my sister's thing. She's really good at all the decorating. She used to do cakes for people a lot. Uh, but she's more of the cake person.
Okay, man. Yeah, butter pecan cheesecake. I might have to place an order and have you ship me one. I'm interested because butter pecan, man. We keep butter pecan in the freezer all year round around here.
Right. That's my daddy's favorite ice cream too.
Yeah, man, butter pecan. All right, man, but let's get these people the news. They didn't come to hear about our holiday cheer or lack of. They want to hear what the hell is going on these entertainment streets. And I gotta start this episode off. I'm kind of sad, but I'm kind of happy. For the people who listen to the show who know me personally, they know my favorite YouTube personality is Charleston.
This clown. Okay, yeah.
I love me some Charleston White. I know a lot of people don't. I can tell by your tone, and we've had conversations.
I really tried. After he was on the 85 South show, I thought, well, he's kind of clever. Like, I get it. I get the gig. But at the same time, like, after watching him for maybe a month, like, there was just a few things he would just go too far on. And white women is one of those things, so I can't fuck with him. I can't fuck with him.
Bird, I be forgetting. Oh, yeah, you should dislike him. I'm sorry. I be forgetting, Bird. My bad, Bird.
I'm just saying, I think he's very fake. I think, like, when I found out, like, I'm sure this is what we're leading up to by him getting jumped at the comedy show. My first thing in my mind is, why does this Joker have a comedy show? Like, he's okay for YouTube and to make his little fucking videos, but to actually be on a stage and do stand-up, no, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing that being even funny.
Bird, I almost should scratch this off the list right now. I forgot.
I think he's set up. I think he's a fraud, just like the barbershop jumping. I don't think that was real. I don't think this was real either. I think he's just maybe his name cooled off a little too bit in social media, and he had to try to spark it up. I think that's what it is. That's me.
Okay, let me give them the situation and I'm laughing because, Bird, I literally be forgetting that you're white. I'm sorry.
And I tried not to take it personal, but then, like I said, after a month, he finally said enough to offend me as a white lady. I was like, you know what? Fuck you, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
For there are people who feel like you that are not white. So let me run it down though. On Saturday, January the damn, I said January, Bird, you got me laughing. On Saturday, December the 9th, Charleston White found himself in an altercation on stage. Now, you know what's funny? Last year we had some altercation on stage. We had Will Smith jump on stage and slap Chris Rock. We had somebody run up on I love him too.
T.I. had a few problems on stage this year when he tried comedy too.
Yeah. T.I.'s done. So, comedians in the stage hasn't been the most safest place over the past couple years. Well, Charleston White found himself in an altercation on stage. All right, the controversial comedian performed in Crockett, Texas, and at a Christmas-themed event that he was booked at. During his set, he allegedly questioned the validity of the 2020 Lakers, which I was mad about that because I'm a huge LA Lakers fan. But he questioned the validity of the Lakers winning their 2020 championship because that championship was during COVID and it was held in what they called a bubble. Now, it wasn't the fact that he was questioning the validity of the championship. He was really heckling some guys sitting up front who had on Lakers jerseys. So that was probably.
I was fitting to say, didn't the guy that jumped up had on a Lakers jersey? Yeah. See, that even further leads me to believe it was set up. But okay, continue. My bad.
Yeah. So he started with these gentlemen saying F the Lakers, F LeBron. He might have said a couple snazzy things about Kobe because he doesn't mind speaking ill of the dead. So eventually, him and the guy get into a verbal back and forth to nobody else in the audience. It probably matters because that's how Charleston does. He tells the gentleman, I'm going to get paid anyway. He goes into, I'll hit you with this plant. They have some pond setters on the edge of the stage, which is weird to me. But hey, man, I don't live in Crockett, Texas, so they can do what the heck they want to do. But why you got pond setters on the stage? Hey, I guess that's the Christmas thing. So he proceeded to toss the pond setter at the head of the gentleman who had approached the stage.
You talking about a poinsettia?
Am I saying it wrong?
Yes. Yeah, poinsettia. It's a Christmas flower. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What is it?
Poinsettia. Like, it may be said differently in different culture, but yeah, we call that bitch a poinsettia.
Oh, wow. I don't know. I say a lot of words wrong, so we'll add that to the list.
I say shit my way too. I mean, that's how I even knew what the fuck you were talking about. Like, I get it.
All right, so he missed with that. The gentleman proceeded to try to get on stage. He took a swipe at the gentleman with his mic. He missed there too. And then he reached back and grabbed a chair that was also on stage, where I couldn't understand why there was a chair on stage. And he swung that at the gentleman. By that time, the gentleman kind of rushed him. No, a gentleman came from the back, rushed him, tackled him, and a melee basically happened on stage, and they kind of rolled off stage, and that's the end of the footage that's been going around the internet. Now, I'm not gonna put the footage up on this show, number one, because the last time I used some Charleston White footage, I got me a good old strike. So I ain't gonna mess with Mr. Charleston White and his footage, but I will talk about it.
He is about a bitch like
that. So you leave Charleston alone. So
with that being, monkey see, monkey do, me too ass motherfucker.
He ain't cross-eyed. He got one good eye. That means
he got a wonky eye like a son bitch.
He got a glass eye.
It's glass. Is that what it is? It just don't move. Okay.
Yeah, it's glass. It
looked like he was paralyzed on that side of his face or something. I didn't know.
Yeah, he got a glass eye. It's got a goldfish in it.
Bless it.
No, I'm just joking. But Charleston, basically, in Charleston White form, it's almost like he beat the footage to the internet. After all this footage started appearing online, within let's just say 5 hours, Charleston White was online himself, showing that he was not bruised, he wasn't battered, and he actually was flossing the money that he made from the event. He paid his security and this, that, and the third. Now, I'm gonna say this about Charleston White, and I agree with you, Bert. The one thing I've noticed, Charleston White has been killing it, whether you love him or hate him, online for the past 2.5 years. But the one thing I've noticed, Charleston White somehow always seems to find a way to go viral. Actually, Charleston White just went viral last week because he was on the Cam Newton podcast, and they done 1.5 million in 2 days. He's definitely a polarizing figure. It's just the things he say tends to offend more people than not.
Yeah, he better keep his ass on the online if he gives a fuck about his safety, it seems to me.
So you think Charleston could one day really, really get hurt?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because it's people who don't really know. There are people out there who don't take kindly to some of the things he say, because he's definitely opinionated.
You better know some of these motherfuckers out here he be talking about is really bad at what he better know.
Especially when it comes to the deceased. And he tends to speak a lot about the deceased, from King Von to Nipsey Hussle to, I mean, he's very opinionated. Now, I'm going to say this, and then we're going to move off of Charleston. And let me tell you why I like Charleston. And first, and I agree, you cannot, if you have a sound mind, you can't listen to Charleston like every day, or like, don't listen to him every day for 2 weeks, because he will piss you off. Now, because you've never heard me say I agree with everything he says, but there are things that he does say that fall in the lines of, the African American community or the hip hop community.
Oh yeah, I get it. That's why I even give him a chance, because there was shit that he said on the 85 South show that made a lot of sense. So I thought, well, maybe he's not completely a moron, but he is.
I think what has happened, and he's actually said this before. He said, when I used to come to the internet and tell people the things that I feel like they need to hear to uplift the community,
they wouldn't listen to him.
They wouldn't listen. So he started showing his meat on Facebook Live, right? Not really, but he was, I don't know what he was. I never seen it, but that's how he started to kind of climb the ranks. He would go on Facebook Live in boxer briefs, you know what I'm saying? And then he started being rambunctious and offensive, and now he's polarizing. My only problem with him, because he's like a troll. He is a troll.
He's damn right he is.
The thing is, he blurs the line very, very badly, to the point where he'll talk so much on the trolling activity that you'll miss the message. And that's the only thing that bothers me, because I liked him more 2022, 2021. Like now, when I see him, I just know he's here to offend somebody. And I agree with you. Like the things he said about white women and white people, I'm like, come on, bro. That didn't even have anything to do with uplifting the community. That was just something that got him attention. So I like the message when I can find it, but I don't like the troll aspect. I don't like speaking ill of the dead. I don't like antagonizing people for no reason. And I'm gonna be honest, I actually think this whole thing was a troll because, like I said, he somehow finds a way to keep his name in social media. Because what happens is he'll create these situations, or he'll be in these situations. And Charleston White doesn't do free interviews. So think about it. So last week he was on the Cam Newton show. He did 1.5 million in one day. So this week he just had this stage altercation. So everybody with a platform is willing to pay him. And the man charges $10,000 an interview. I think he's trying to get his Santa Claus money up.
That's it.
And my question is this: where was his security?
Yeah, where's the security he paid? That's what I'm talking about. No, they were paid to make sure that guy got through and nobody else hurt him too bad.
Yes, because if someone got on stage and attacked me, security ain't getting paid nothing. Sue me.
Exactly. Take me to court. You ain't do your fucking job, bro.
Matter of fact, security might have to find a ride home.
You ain't know.
We're gonna move on. Kodak Black has somehow found his way back.
Man, let me tell you about Kodak Black. Kodak Black was arrested on Thursday for cocaine possession and tampering or falsifying physical evidence. And I guess where they caught him, he was pulled out fucking sleep somewhere. So they got him for improper stopping or parking of a vehicle. Man, this makes, I think, the third time he's been arrested in the last 2 years. Out on bond again, $5,000. But it makes me mad. But he took a little visit into Broward County, which is where they got Melly. Come on, Kodak. And when I say this, I don't want people to think that I say Donald Trump wasted whatever, because the rumor is he got paid to pardon Kodak anyway. But man, what a waste of the presidential pardon, number one, and a waste of your money if you paid him, Kodak. Do better, my guy.
Do you think Kodak Black is addicted to cocaine?
Fuck yeah, I'm fitting on everything. Did you watch the Drink Champs episode, man? You had to watch it with closed captioning on, and closed captioning didn't catch half of what the fuck he said. You had to know to be able to figure it out. But sometimes I think he borderline he could sing, he could fucking rap, he got bars, but just to speak, it seemed like it's a little difficult for him.
Yes, I did watch the Drink Champs, and I couldn't make it to the end because I felt like I needed a translator.
I get it. He spoke bad on your boy too on Drink Champ. On T.I., he had a lot to say about that.
Well, he's been mad at T.I. now since about 2022, 2021. And I don't know the validity of what he feels.
He did a whole fucking freestyle about it. He was mad. He did a whole fucking freestyle about it. And you could understand the whole freestyle, but when he got back to talking about it, it was like, bro, what? I had to watch it twice to catch everything myself, but it's just like, you just got to put your mind frame in, and you can understand him. You just got to get on that Kodak level. Maybe you need to snort you a few blues or something.
I'm too old. My heart is stopped.
Don't you dare. I do the perk with fate, but I still ate it. I'm a gremlin. No, just playing. Don't do that shit.
Hey, man. I'm too old, bro. My heart might stop.
Yo, his going to too. He gonna stop. He gonna go too. Like, I was really surprised. And I hope they did a field test right then to make sure it was cocaine. Cause I was really surprised to hear it was coke. Why were you asleep then, bro? I guess it wasn't no good fucking coke. Cause I really expected it to be fitting on, but maybe he worked something out. I don't know. I don't know how much he had on him, but
I think Kodak. So let me. I'm gonna speak on. First of all, I'm gonna go back to the TI.
Well, somebody need to put Kodak in a rehab that he can't just pay his way out of.
Yes, number one. Number two, you know how we have OGs or Unc or Big Bro or whatever that case is of that older person.
Whoever his is needs to get on that boy's ass. Whoever his homie is, I hope you hear me at your boy.
Listen, man, because they are like Kodak, and I agree with you. Kodak can really, really rap. He's like a good.
He's one of my favorites. He was my favorite. And I don't like the mumble rap shit, but I can understand him when he rap. But I love me some Kodak Black, honest to God. But I got to keep it 100 at the same time.
It's like when you see Kodak's name in the news, it's like you never expect to hear anything good. He's just at that level. You never expect to hear anything good.
Sadly, yep.
And I'm just always afraid that when I hear his name, I'm gonna hear about him unalive. You know, he's unalive, or he's done something that's gonna get him some serious time. And I do think the older people around him, whether it's mother, father, it's got to be somebody older in his life. I think at this point, they must be afraid because he has so much money that they won't say, hey, you should or shouldn't. But I think
he spares his ass.
Well, yeah, he's just 20. He's only 26 years old, man. Like he definitely needs a do better speech or a do better coach or something, because he's just going to end up on the wrong end of the news one day. And I don't want that to happen. And I've done videos of Kodak in Italy making pizza, so we know he has times in his life where he's not in trouble, but then he has situations like this. And speaking on the T.I., him being mad at T.I., little known fact, T.I. was mad at him too. He didn't really speak on it in the public, but at one point in time, there was a Kodak Black exhibit in the Trap Museum. Yeah, that's gone.
Oh man, that's a little petty, T.I. Come on now, that's just a little bit petty.
Bro, you think that's petty? If you had
a little petty, that's a little petty. Even if y'all got personal beef, that don't take away from Kodak's talent. That's petty.
So, Bird, if you had a museum, right?
Sorry.
If you had a museum and say in your museum you feature this certain type of person, right? And that person came out and spoke illicit of you, you're gonna keep their exhibit up?
Yeah, you know how many Kodak fans there is that's gonna come see that? Why be petty about that? That don't take away from that man's talent. That's mine and his personal issue. It ain't got nothing to do with business, sir.
Okay. I can't argue that point. But you can call me Teddy Pettygrass.
I already know you petty as fuck, man. We've had this conversation on here damn near about every episode. It's all right, my good friend Teddy. It's all right, Uncle Teddy. That's what I'm gonna start calling you, Uncle Teddy.
Yeah, man. All right, man. We're gonna move on to this now. I'm sorry, Bird, since you have revealed that you are of the persuasion or of the Caucasian persuasion. This is something I really, really wanted to talk to you about, because when I look at this, all I think of that white folk stuff right here. This that white folk stuff. But I want your opinion on it. So I'm gonna say YouTube legend.
Let me hear it. I'll be the judge of that.
I'm gonna say YouTube legend.
I'll be the judge of that.
Because this guy is definitely.
If you call that Huckleberry guy's name and call him a YouTube legend, I hope we're not about to talk about who we're about to talk about. Who we about to talk about, Vic?
We've been talking about Mr. Adam22.
The biggest cuck on earth. That's what I thought. Let's go ahead.
Okay. So
he is the biggest cuck there ever was. It's not like, and I'm not trying to kink shame nobody. Again, you like it, I fucking love it, bro. But how many times can you experiment till you're pretty much simply just exploiting your wife? And I get it, she's with it, but y'all got some weird fuckery going on over there. Like if you a cuck, say you a cuck. I have a little more respect for you, bro.
Okay. So earlier this year, so Adam is with Lena the Plug. For all those who don't know, we're gonna bring you up to speed. Adam22 is the host of one of the top hip hop YouTube channels. It's called No Jumper. He has interviewed some of he interviewed. He's one of the first people to interview XXX Tentacion. But he's done some
Upchurch too for all you Creep Squad motherfuckers out there. Everybody, they don't really like that interview though. As a community, they say it wasn't a good interview. I thought it was a good interview, but
well, I'm gonna say this: the reason the country rap community don't like the Upchurch interview is because he didn't have any knowledge really of Upchurch. So
well, then how did he get there? Because I mean, back then, I mean, fucking what's the podcast name? No Jumper. It wasn't even that big of a thing. Like it was just getting there. You know what's made him good. I'm gonna say it. Sharp, you need to get away from that man and do your thing, sir.
You like Sharp?
I've seen Sharp from the first time he was on Soft White Underbelly when he wasn't nothing but, you know, a PIMP, but whatever. And I have mad love from that dude from day one. And how the fuck he ended up in the hands of Adam22, it is beside me. But Brody, you've got and made your own name now. Like, leave that Cuckleberry guy alone. You can't be agreeing with that.
Well,
but I assume he must be good to Sharp. Sharp stood by him, was one of the few that stood by him in all the other recent No Jumper fallout. So he got to be paying him good. Like, you like it, I love it, Sharp, but I think you could do so much better on your own.
So what Adam has done a few months back, Adam is married to someone named Lena the Plug.
Shout out Adam, getting it in, boy. Do your thing, shawty. I ain't got no hate for her. It's her husband that's a fucking dumbass.
Now the cool, well, I ain't gonna say the cool. The thing about it is, Lena22 and Adam have been hosting this show called Plug Talk, a podcast on OnlyFans called Plug Talk. And I always thought, I don't know. See, me and you're gonna have different opinions of Lena because to me, it seemed like the person who benefits from Plug Talk is Adam, because Adam has the opportunity to sleep with other women and Lena sleeps with women, but Lena never ever had been penetrated by
That's a man. Why they got the new, have you not seen their new thing, the dating show? She got 10 dudes fighting for her ass.
That's what I'm leading up to. That's what I'm leading up to. That's what I'm leading up to. So, a few months back, Adam let her do a scene where she was penetrated by a man, and not only was she penetrated by a man, but it was an African-American man. So it was the first time she'd ever done a scene with the African-American man, and they broke the internet. Their OnlyFans numbers are crazy.
Everybody saying that the video wasn't that good. That's what I heard.
The reviews.
He was mad that his friends told him it was mid, like, but whatever.
The reviews on it have been bad, but they've parlayed it into content because the actual guy, I can't remember the gentleman's name. He got online.
Something love.
Yeah, something love. Jason Love or something. But yeah, he actually said he got online and said that he hit corners that Adam never hit, and this, that, and thing. You know, which also makes me feel like it's probably part of the content to do a scene with my wife, then come back and dog me out. But all this, I think, led up to what I'm about to talk about. A few weeks back, Adam22 and his wife, Lena the Plug, have now launched a new dating show where contestants battle for a threesome. They brought 10 people into a house and basically let them compete to see who's going to get the opportunity to have a threesome with Adam and Lena. Have you had an opportunity? First of all, what are your opinions on that?
I think Adam22 gonna lose his wife. I think eventually she gonna find somebody that she like a lot better than him, and it's gonna be more than just it's gonna be a bigger intimacy than just them fucking. Like, it's gonna be, watch my word, market, Vic. But I don't really give, whatever. Like I say, I try not to kink shame. I just wish he would just admit it to be what it is, and I could probably respect it a lot more. But what else? It ain't me.
From the clips I've seen over the years of Adam, he likes making comments about the size of men's meat.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird to me. It's a little weird to me.
It's weird. It's weird, Vic.
Now, what I did like about it, they brought 10 people in, but one of those people I knew was not going to win, and I know they brought him in for comedy relief, and that was Crip Mac, who is actually an employee of No Jumper.
Right. Which lets me know the whole damn thing scripted. They already know who gonna win.
And let me tell you what they did, and I think this is genius. They aired every episode on YouTube. I've been watching because it's no pornography, no nudity, but they've aired every episode on YouTube. I've watched, and I don't know who the winner is, but I think the finale and of course the threesome scene will be aired on OnlyFans, which I think is very, very smart to capitalize and maximize your money. I ain't mad at them, but my thing is, I don't know if I could do this with my wife. I don't know if I could make my wife the business, not a part of the business, but Lena is pretty much the business at this point. She's more polarizing than him. And I do agree with you, Bert. I think that she eventually will leave him. Because I don't think he's necessary.
He will. She will. She living the dream.
She's definitely dream. But you know what I did notice? And it takes me back to Jason Love's statement. And this is just, I'm not. So I looked at the 10 contestants, right? Mm-hmm. And then I thought about what Jason Love said. And I thought about
What's the ratio?
So they broke, you already know what I'm talking about. So they
what's the ratio here?
they started 5 and 5. Right?
Right.
But none of the 5 looked like me. They might have looked like my son. They were fair. They had one person who looked like they were my complexion.
Right.
The other 4 looked like they was very, very light or by race.
Ain't no wrong with a light skin, brother.
No, it ain't. But I'm saying, hey man, Jason Love was a little dog. He said, the little doggy dog.
He was, yeah, a little bit. But I think he'd be on the islands a lot. He's just suntan.
Okay. So me personally, I agree with you. He's going to lose his wife. And I'm very I think actually from a standpoint of business, if you're in that business, I guess anything is fair game. So
they got a kid now too. They need to think about that. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's the one thing that bothers
me. Gonna be torture because everybody know his mom and daddy business.
Yeah, that is the scary part. How will their kid be able to escape?
They better never come online. They better never come online.
How can you keep your kid offline?
I don't know how. They better figure it out. They better figure it out because they have no hope online.
Do you think?
I mean, I guess they could get through it, but I mean, they better prepare them for it because, like I said, there's no anonymity about them. Everybody knows who they are, who their parents are, what they do, everything about it.
Okay. All right. Well, I wish them well. I will announce the winner when it's announced. I wish them well more on the family aspect because I agree. I don't think the marriage will last, and I think this child will suffer as this child gets older.
Yeah.
All right, last story, Bert. And this is a person who actually at one point in time I thought was going to have a super promising hip hop career. Iggy Azalea has beat out Cardi B and Tyga as the top OnlyFans earner in 2023. You know what, yeah.
I don't give a fuck about these bitches OnlyFans. Only OnlyFans I care about is mine.
So would it be fair for me to say that you didn't make 50 million 2023?
I come a little below the bar, a little below. Shout out to them, but you know.
Bert, we gotta raise your
profile. I be getting it in, Vic. That's all they need to know, my God.
Bert, we gotta raise your profile. We can.
I probably do need to go up from $8.99 to like $18.99. I really should. I'm a lot more popular now than I used to be. So you're right. I appreciate that suggestion.
We gotta get Bird up there in hey man, listen, Bird. Hold on. Before we talk about Iggy. If Fat Joe can make 4 million, Bird, we gotta get you in there.
I didn't really try this year. I had a lot going on. I'm gonna strive for that for 2024.
Fat Joe? What Fat Joe doing on OnlyFans?
I don't tell him. I don't know. I'm curious now.
You know how much Iggy is charging?
He probably got some bitches on there, dancing for him or something. It probably ain't really like him whacking off or nothing.
Well, he's Fat Joe. He's Joey Crack.
Joey Crack.
You know how much Iggy charges a month?
What's she charge?
$25,000 $25 a month. That's her membership.
Oh, well. Damn, yeah, she had a lot of fucking subscribers then to make that much bank. At only 25, I would have thought she would have been charging a lot more.
Well, she actually made 48 million. Cardi B made 45 million. Tiger made 20 million. Some other people were Amber Rose. She made 26 million. Chris Brown made 15 million. DJ Khaled and Fat Joe each respectively made 4 million. Now I don't know what the hell DJ Khaled and Fat Joe.
There's people that do other types of content on OnlyFans. It's not only for explicit content. There's no telling what kind of inside shit they're showing.
Yeah, actually I know, because one of my favorite YouTubers who's been banned from YouTube, he does his content on OnlyFans, and but he do a little boning too. So
right. But it's more than that for some people. Like, that's all I do on mine too. But it is what it is.
So, hey man, Bird, we're gonna figure out how we can get some banners or whatever we need to do, because I want to shout my homegirl out and say this year coming in at number 1. Boss Lady Bird. Real talk. But man, shout out to Iggy Azalea. $48 million.
Definitely.
$48 million. That's a lot of money. And she ain't spit a rap in so many years. She probably feel like, why was I rapping? And actually, man, I liked Iggy when she first came out. I don't think her music was terrible.
No, I thought she was all right.
And the fact that she was affiliated with T.I., I thought that was really, really cool.
A female rapper and all.
Yeah, you don't really care for them. You don't care for them.
Not so much. Not so much.
All right, Bird. So that's all I got.
All right, Vic, have you been watching this Young Thug trial?
Yeah, I've been watching it. First of all, can I ask you this question before we end it with the Young Thug trial and our artist of the episode?
Okay.
Why? What the fudge is Young Thug eating?
I think the weight look good on him, Vic. I think the weight look good on him. I'd be like, man, look at that man. Yeah, Vic. I like Jailhouse Young Thug. I can't even lie about it.
I'm not saying it don't look good, pause. I'm just saying he look like Pudge Thug right now. That's all I'm saying. He look like Pudge Thug, but
I'm here for it.
All right, so what's going on in the courtroom, Bird?
Well, the prosecution wasted really no time at attacking the man's lyrics, his rap name. You know what the lawyer told him Thug stood for, Vic?
What's that?
Truly humble under God.
I ain't mad. That's what I was saying too.
Hey, I think the defense is on top of this. I really do. I watched some open statements about the lyrics. They focused on it pretty, or at least one of his lawyers did, focused on it pretty heavily during his open statements. And I just hope they got some real people on that jury, because anybody can see that this is art. This is his first record. They said was the name of, I think, was I Come From Nothing or something like that. And these raps, these lyrics are just simply stories and products of his environment. And I think it is wrong. I'll reiterate it again, to hold those things against him in the court of law to try to prove some trumped up fucking case. That's all I got for now.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Right now, if I had to give my opinion, I think Thug's coming home.
I think so too. I
like,
really do.
Me and you talk.
You know what I was gonna say? About a year ago, you told me completely different. So I'm happy that you said that.
Yes. Just based off what's going on presently, if it ended today, I would see him coming home. Right now, if there was a scoreboard, his team is up based on all the stuff we've seen prior. You know what I'm saying? From Gunna coming home to some of the other people that's come home, I felt like, oh, they finna definitely get that railroad in. But they done came out swinging. So I see him coming home. I see him coming home.
I did say if by the end of this trial we don't see Gunna on the stand, I will issue an apology for all the fucked up shit I said about that.
Yeah, you did say that. You did say that.
We ain't seen him yet, but we'll see.
And you know what? That's one of the reasons I would love to see Thug come home, because I now need to know his feelings on Gunna, and I know he can't speak on Gunna at the present time.
That's it.
He can't. All right, let me get into his artist spotlight before we get up out of here. The artist I want to spotlight, he goes by the name of Homeboy. Homeboy, HOMEBWOI. Homeboy hails from Griffin, Georgia, which is my hometown. He's actually one of the first artists from Griffin, Georgia to get a major record deal, actually before Jody Breeze. A lot of people think it was Jody Breeze, but it was Homeboy. Homeboy, he actually was featured on a record with Yin Yang Twins, which is now approaching platinum. He was featured on 2 of the Yin Yang Twins albums, which are both platinum, as well as what's really, really dope about him. He just released what I consider one of the better albums of 2023, as well as he released a documentary on his life, which is featured on Tubi, and it's called How to Tame an Elephant. If you get an opportunity, go to Tubi and check out How to Tame an Elephant. Go to Spotify and check out How to Tame an Elephant, both by Homeboy, and
you say how to tame an animal or an elephant?
An elephant. How
to
tame.
We need to do a review. We need to do a review on it.
On the documentary or the album?
The documentary.
Oh, you got Tubi?
Hell
yeah. Hey, I'm gonna say yes. We can definitely do a review on it, because I am in it. We can definitely do a review on it. That's one of the things I haven't really talked about, but I'm actually featured in that documentary. We can do a review on it. I'm sure he would appreciate it.
But I'm gonna watch it now. I'm gonna watch it in an hour. Watch me.
Now I ain't in it a lot, but I'm in it. I'm in it. And the album is definitely something I think people will really, really enjoy if you're into what I call urban contemporary hip hop. And I know people like, what the hell is urban contemporary hip hop?
You know me, I like that trap gutter shit, but
yeah, he ain't trapping
gutter. He played a few songs before the duel, and I like those. So
yeah, so shout out to Homeboy. He's the artist spotlight of this episode. On Instagram, you can follow him at The Real Homeboy, and that's TheRealHomebWoi. He's also known for he had a song with BG back in the day called Where They At. The Yin Yang Twins song, which is now being heard all across the country because Deion Sanders is using it as his theme song, called Halftime. Homeboy is one of those artists who is
Homeboy.
Yeah. So y'all check out my partner Homeboy. Check him out on social media. Check out the documentary.
We featured him on our November hip hop countdown too, didn't we?
Yes. Yes.
So y'all be sure to head over to Ridin Durty radio page and check out that, featuring Homeboy and a bunch of other good artists.
Hey, I can't wait for that December list. Matter of fact, I don't know, bro. I might have to take you up on what you said about 2 times a month now.
I think so. I think people really enjoyed those episodes. Y'all leave a comment down in the chat and let us know what y'all thought about the countdown episode. Do you want to see more? You think we should just quit altogether? Or, and let us know if you got a track you think we need to hear to get to. You could get on the countdown, but you got to let us know.
Hey, and if you say we should quit altogether, you're getting blocked. I was just
yeah, we ain't trying to hear all that.
All right, Bird, that's all I got. How can these good people find you? And you definitely got to tell them, number one, about Trap Radio, about your Spotify playlist, and how they can get at you when it comes to presenting music, or how they can figure out how to be part of your content.
You can send me drops, send me your music, send me just say, hey, I like what you're doing. Send me an email. At birdbuzz85gmail.com, or you can hit me up on IG at bird420. Y'all already know you can catch me right here on the YouTube at Boss Lady Bird. Check us out Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. for the pre-duel show. Hey, get your music on there too. Hit me up.
All right, and y'all can follow me. Y'all can hit me on Instagram at Ridin Durty Radio. Also, everywhere Ridin Durty Radio, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Twitch, whether it's Instagram. I said Instagram and Facebook, Ridin Durty Radio. And check out the duel Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. And again, I want to reiterate, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, please do. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. If you didn't check out the live chat, then be part of the replay game. Leave a comment. Let us know how you think we're doing. If you love us, if you hate us, if we're somewhere in between, like some mid-grade weed, you can say y'all just that mid. We'll take being mid. We'll take that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the next episode. We truly appreciate you guys. All right.
All right. We out.
Peace.